What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to Anonymous Wrestling, the new channel where we break down all the WWE action first, letting fast review with highlight and full match breakdowns. No one does it faster than us. Support the channel, subscribe and drop a like, it really helps us grow. The show kicks off with Randy Orton entrance, but he is immediately interrupted by Kevin Owens music. Owens is here to say something. He admits that attacking Orton over that pile driver was a mistake. Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn deserve it, but Randy didn't, so he has a proposal. Let's leave the past behind. Kevin is willing to forgive Orton for siding with Rhodes, and in return, Randy should forget everything what happened between them. He also reminds Orton that last week he pulled Carmella Hayes out of the ring to help him. Owens doesn't want the Viper that used to kick people in the head to wake up again. So he has an idea. What if they team up and win tag team titles at WrestleMania? Orton responds that, of course, he wants to kick Kevin Owens' ass, but the idea sounds interesting. For the first time, Owens is admitting his mistakes, but oh, put your apology in your ass. Nothing is stopping Randy from beating him. He used to be fight Owen fight, but now he's bitch Owens bitch. Orton is actually grateful for that pile driver because now he can hear the voices again. And those voices are telling him one thing: what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, at WrestleMania, Orton is taking Kevin Owens' head off. The first match of the show and immediately a storyline development. Jimmy Uso and Damian Priest vs Drew McIntyre and Shinsuke Nakamura. It turned out to be quite a classic match on the road to WrestleMania. There wasn't much time given, but everyone still managed to showcase themselves well and deliver their full moveset in the ring. I didn't really see the point of this match because wasn't one. The main goal was to build up the rivalry, and that was achieved. Tonight, clean victory went to the good guys. However, right after the match, Drew McIntyre attacked Priest. He beat him down for a while and finished it all with a Claymore kick. The whole segment was mind-blowing, but at least it pushed the storyline forward. We can see interview with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, and they immediately start arguing. The challengers said that Tiffany has always demanded attention and she got it, but that will be end at WrestleMania because she has never faced an opponent like Charlotte before. Tiffany, on the other hand, recalls the time when Flair called her the future and support her. However, Charlotte responded it doesn't matter anymore, she is here now to fight. Tiffany then said that Flair is just mad because she came back and no one is excited about it. Everyone is already focused on Tiffy time. Backstage, LA Knight says that he's got Braun Strowman's back in his fight against Jacob Fatu tonight. However, Strowman tells him that is not the best idea for a champion because Nick Aldis announced that the winner of the Battle of the Giants will get a title shot for the United States Championship. Up next we have this very match, Jacob Fatu vs Braun Strowman. We've seen their clashes before and every time I enjoy what they bring to the table. Two giants always command attention. Unfortunately for Strowman, his future in this company doesn't look too bright anymore. He's an unreliable worker with too many injuries. On the other hand, I really like that Fatu's career in the company is just beginning and he's already in a pretty big role. Today they decide to end things with a storyline twist. At some point the Bloodline run in and attack Strowman, causing the match to end in DQ. Of course, Fatu wasn't happy about that, but he quickly shifted focus to beating down his opponents. LA Knight ran in to help Braun, and together they managed to clean the ring. Right after that, we got face-to-face moment between the participants of the next week's title match. Backstage, Liv Morgan says that last week they interrupted Cargill's interview because she deserved it. For months everyone thought Morgan was the one to blame, but now it's time to clean her name. Tonight they will face off in the one-on-one match and the Liv World Tour continues. Somewhere around there is Jacob Fatu, who is incredibly angry at his family because essentially he lost. He looks emotional and I hope this means his separation from the Bloodline. Next up, we have a woman match, Piper Niven vs Zelina Vega, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting much from it, so imagine my surprise where the women were giving plenty of time and delivered a solid match. A big factor here was also the crowd's strong engagement, which definitely added to the experience. I really like that now, to get to Chelsea Green you first have to through her crew, which makes the matches truly unpredictable. By the way, if you want to watch this match or the entire show, make sure to subscribe to our Telegram channel via the link in the description. We upload all wrestling shows there and it's for free. As for the match itself, of course, it ended in a dirty way. Piper Niven secured the victory after Zelina Vega got distracted. Looks like she won't be getting her shot for the United States Championship anytime soon. Well, let's go over another women's match where Liv Morgan faced Jade Cargill. I'm not big fan of the last, so every one of her matches feels like a challenge for me. At least that was the case before her injury. Tonight's match was decent, but I've given the credit to Liv Morgan, of course. Here what's happened in the end. Naomi shows up and distracted Cargill, allowing Morgan to hit the Oblivion and pick up to the win. Yep, Cargill lost in her very first match after returning. Thanks for that. Afterward, Naomi continued attacking her former friend for quite a while, and Cargill couldn't fight back, bringing the segment to the end. Backstage, Drew McIntyre talks about how last year was failed for him. There was also one person who was there for the entire journey, Damian Priest, and the fact that Priest won a tag team match tonight means nothing. They have to face each other at WrestleMania, and that's where McIntyre will show who is the real boss. He walks away, but on his way, he crossed paths with Seth Rollins, who just looks at him, laughs, and head toward to the arena. Next, the new tag team champions, Street Profits, make their way to the ring. They talk about how, after 4 long years, they are finally tag team champions again. It's a pretty standard promo, but they are soon interrupted by Mexicans who say that while this is all fun, they will be the ones taking the titles. Pretty Deadly then comes out, reminding everyone that they already have a title shot, so they are first in the line. Montez Ford responds by saying that if everyone's so eager to fight, then they should make it happen. So as promised, we got a tag team match, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford versus Mexicans. Honestly, I thought this would be just a filter match to kill some time, but for some unknown reason, they ended up getting over 15 minutes in the ring. And for the entire match, they proved that Smackdown's tag team division is an incredible high level. It seems like having this kind of matches is normal for the blue brand, so we shouldn't be surprised anymore. I'm fine with the current champions, so there is no much to say about them. As for the Mexicans, it really feels like they're in company just to make their opponents look good, which is, to be fair, they do time and time again. During the match, Santos Escobar tried to help his teammates, but nothing worked out for him. In the end, Montez Ford hit his signature 5-star frog splash, securing the victory for his team. Backstage, we have DIY and Pretty Deadly. The former champions are hoping that Pretty Deadly can win the titles next week, because they would mean they could get a title shot afterward. They are interrupted by Motor City Machine Guns, who laugh at the idea that the teams actually have a good relationship, no matter how much they are trying to show otherwise. Here we are at the main event segment of the show. First up, Roman Reigns makes his entrance. He talks about how CM Punk set him at the Royal Rumble and how on the last Raw he returned the favor to Phil. Seth Rollins tried to kill him at the Royal Rumble, but he failed, and on last Raw he almost killed the Rollins. Either way, Roman has 20 minutes of free time, so he invites everyone who wants to step up. Of course, Seth Rollins' music hits. He says he made a big mistake. Both Punk and Rollins are huge stars and he didn't finish the job, even though he was so close. But none of that matters because he knows the real reason behind all of these things. Roman Reigns hates him. Rollins understands that, so he said it's time for a new chapter. He starts taking off his jacket, but suddenly CM Punk music hits. Punk immediately points out that neither Reigns or Rollins hasn't beaten him fairly. As for the Rumble, everyone is out themselves. The fact that he saved Roman Reigns' ass at Survivor Series doesn't mean anything. Of course, he reminds everyone about the favor that Heyman owes him. Thank you for bringing Roman Reigns. Then he attacked Roman, and soon after Seth Rollins jumped into the brawl as well. Under the chant "This is awesome," we see all-out fight between 3 wrestlers who absolutely despise each other. Security rushes in, barely managing to separate them. Punk stands on the announce table, shouting that he is the best in the world while pointing at the WrestleMania logo. The fight erupts again, with bodies flying everywhere. Seth Rollins says, "Fine, Reigns vs Punk vs me at Mania." Roman Reigns then grabs the steel steps, takes control and points at the WrestleMania sign, and the show goes off the air. That's how this episode of Smackdown turned out. Leave your thoughts in the comments about it. This was Anonymous Wrestling Expert. Sorry for my English, this is not my native language. Bye bye.